lost to the Dallas Mavericks.
Difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just
on the floor. So on the floor for Minnesota. Wiggins outside at the 3 with Anthony Towns at the 4. Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Jang in at the 5 down low.
In post-game interviews and pressers, he said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Rebounded by Bogut. Minnesota on D.
Perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Inside, here's Dang. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oof, this guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he
lights out. Out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
And Rubio kicks when they met was in Minnesota where they beat the Timberwolves.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Greg, we know how important it is when you can go to your reserves without much drop-off in production. It gives you a big advantage. I know they'd love to see that again tonight. Hey, for Zach LaVine, the dunk contest last season was his coming out party to the world. He put on a show that everybody in the NBA was buzzing about.
And for LaVine and his dunking, if you saw him in college or last season, you knew he was a very special player in the air.
Well, LaVine can be one of the great all-time dunkers with his height and ability to lift off. He gets airborne so effortlessly that there are few that can match his power and finesse once he's airborne.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Rubio with a wide-open look. The Warriors pull it in. Bogut's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Curry. Cannot hit. Good D by Rubio.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
And they're moving it up. Here's Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Towns makes it off the glass. Hey. Towns has got his second bucket.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And Curry, here we go. That is good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here's Levine. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And that one's good, Barnes.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Timberwolves keep it alive, and the basket good. Wiggins has got his second bucket tonight.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
He talked a little bit about their defensive mindset, saying essentially that they're willing to sacrifice a little bit of space on the interior if it allows them to stay tight on their outside shooters. He said, listen, it's no secret they like to attack you from long range. That's what we're looking to stop tonight.
Thank you, Doris. Devising a strategy, Clark, to take away that three-point shot.
Yeah, I think it's an important part of your defensive game plan because teams nowadays are just too good to not defend them from behind the three-point line.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Here's Bielitsa. Jones drives in. Kicks it out to Prince. Over Green. Green with the block. And he recovers it. Pass to Muhammad. And Leandro Barbosa gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Prince outside. Dishes it to Smith. Jones kicks to Prince. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And he gets it to go.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come
from beyond. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Livingston, that's good.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
And the slam dunk by Rush.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah.
Down low, Elitsa. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery.
17 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Livingston kicks to Barbosa. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Barbosa's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
Oracle Arena, let's keep it going for your Warriors girls.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
On the court for Minnesota, youngsters Anthony Towns and Zhang are in the post. Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Muhammad in at the 3 slot. Rubio against Spates. Out to the right wing. Here's Levine. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Livingston dishes to Rush. Nobody near Barnes. That 3 off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 10. Rubio outside. Here's Levine. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Wiggins is checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And that is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Levine passes to Rubio. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
You look at Gorgie Jang and his development in the league out of Louisville. What a big jump for him last season.
And that's a great point. That first year, you could tell the game was a little too fast, and he was a bit overwhelmed, but started to get more and more minutes throughout the season and really blossomed with the extra opportunities.
And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's foul number 2 for him. Curry's checked in for Sean Livingston.
Your Warriors, Stephen Curry.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And it's blocked by Curry. On the wing, Thompson. Covered by Wiggins. Towns with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. And he lays that one in. Towns has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Timberwolves?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
And Rubio kicks to Towns. And it's sent back by Bogut. The drive by Thompson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. The Warriors have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. The shot by Curry, no good. And here are the Timberwolves, outpacing them right now in a 15-2 run. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Dang gets it to go. Zhang's got 6 points.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here, fresh from a win against Portland.
And the thing I took away from that one was just how valuable their guys coming off the bench were.
I thought the reserves were the difference in the game, Greg. I mean, a lot of the scoring came from the bench.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Spates. And it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Outside, Jones. Smith sets the pick for Jones. Got a piece of it. Just 5 to shoot. By himself. And the jam by Stephen Curry.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. Floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
And it's Wiggins missing. Warriors leading by 3. There's the dish to Barnes, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Jones, the pass to Bielitsa. Wiggins outside. It's Jones on the wing. They set the pick. Here's Prince. Another miss by Minnesota.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Curry. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against Portland. To the inside, they kick it out to Green. Hits it from 3-point range. And it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
Landon Rush, he's checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Steph Curry. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Minnesota. Outside, Jones. It's stolen, and now it's Livingston running. He can go all the way. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Jones, good on the 13-footer.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Barbosa up top to the paint. Blind. And we've reached halftime in this one. Warriors.
Guys, I'm here with Stephen Curry, and Steph, Coach made a point of stating how important the physical presence would be in this game. How important is that going to be for the team in the second half?
That's a big deal. I mean, just being physical and, make the right plays and then hopefully put ourselves in good position to win.
You've got to match that opponent's intensity, Steph. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. The first 2 quarters tonight. And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. He's got 14 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
The defensive stalwarts.
Alright, so, well, I couldn't figure out how to use the mic with this because this is my first time ever doing the broadcast. But now that I know, time to talk. Seems a little boring when there's no talking.
Even if they did try to get back, Greg, I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
Here's Wiggins.
I haven't been doing too good, though. I keep doing stuff like that.
And he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact.
You can't let them win because this is how it's going to end up tonight. And now, I mean, I'm not a, don't hate me, I'm not a Golden State total fan. I actually live in Charlotte, so I love the Charlotte Hornets. So. But I think it's good that the Golden State Warriors have been doing the way they're doing it. Going for the record. And I'm glad for them, but they're in the Western Conference. My team's in the Eastern Conference, and Steph Curry's just all talk because, next season he ain't going to be as good. That's how every player is. They have prime, and then they have sucky seasons. That's just how it goes. That's why he sucks in 2K.
Led Spain to a championship, registering 3 triple-doubles and 1 quadruple-double. Wow.
And despite those gaudy numbers, you just never know with an international star if, in fact, his game will translate to the NBA.
That's not even me. That should have went in.
So it's Minnesota now after the miss from Stephen Curry.
I think he's a good defensive player, but I just don't know about offense.
Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points
wow.
inside.
Always calling timeout.
I'm
across this guy up with Curry.
Up top, Curry, covered by Rubio. Good D by Rubio.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting.
That was a foul, though.
Zhang with a screen on Thompson. Rubio the pass to Towns. Here's Dang, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
None of the big guys are down low for some reason. They're all there. I'm having to get my little guys out over here.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
A three from Barnes. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played.
Second shot he misses too.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Now Zhang, 8 points for him. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul.
Wait, hold up. Look at this. This is not a foul. Oh my gosh. He didn't even hit him.
That's foul number 2 for him. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State.
Sean Livingston
puts it up off the inbound, and there's the whistle on the shot.
Another shot.
Foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And so he makes both from the line. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Livingston dishes to Thompson. And here's Green outside. Rebound, Minnesota. Zhang's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for them here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Rush kicks to Livingston. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
Look at that, Sean Livingston.
Livingston's got 6. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Levine. 7 points in the game. Stolen by Thompson.
And Clay with the dunk.
Down the breakaway slam.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for us.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for the Warriors.
freaking
Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. Minnesota also making some changes. Ray
Vacuum.
Smith comes in for Zhang, and it's Muhammad in
This
for
is why
Andrew Wiggins.
You can't
Well, there was a time when the media had written off Shabazz
upload
Muhammad
videos
as
when
an
your
impact
grandma's
player.
over
He showed
here
last year he
trying to
belongs
clean
in
the
this
house.
NBA.
Yeah, it certainly did. I mean,
Shouldn't have to wait.
every facet of the game, but sometimes we tend to write guys off a little too soon.
That's her
Kevin.
problem.
Media in general, not you in particular. He's been a big-time performer for the Wolves.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
And a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead.
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Here's Rush. That drops, and it comes
And
off
Brandon
the assist
Rush
from
with a
Livingston.
nice shot. 10-point lead.
Livingston's got his 3rd assist on the night. Timberwolves trail by 10, and Rubio kicks to Levine. To the paint. Smith the pass to Muhammad, and he gets it to go.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
The pass to Livingston. Back to Barbosa. To the middle. The drive by Bogut. Golden State moving the ball around. Rush outside. Rubio with the rebound. Rubio's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Oh, wow, that was not a personal foul. And now he's going to the line. We're going to lose. It'll be because of the stupid line.
He's got an awful lot of flash and substance to his game, and after much haggling and negotiating, he was finally allowed to join the Minnesota Timberwolves in 2011.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the
and my three-point shooting.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Ball's knocked loose, stolen by Barbosa. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And 1. Yeah, this is the first foul shots of the game for me.
Customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're
shooting ridiculous
84% on the season.
Yeah, guys. I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves.
I blocked his pass.
Checked in for Towns. Prince comes in for Levine, and Jones subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Jones, that's for 2. That's tipped.
Goodbye, Livingston. That's right. Should I hold it or should I shoot it? I think I'm going to shoot it. If I can shake him off of me. Really wasn't a buzzer beater.
For him, and if you remember.
And the final period of play just about to start. Warriors leading by 10. So on the floor for Minnesota. Wiggins is out there with Jones. Then there's Tayshaun Prince. Then it's Courtney down. And it's Bielitsa in at the 4 slot.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Now here's Jones. From past the arc. Rush grabs the miss. Warriors shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And the shot is good. And it's 9 points for Andrew Wiggins.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten in.
My controller died. DualShock batteries are terrible.
To this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
Now here's Jones. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. Took him no time at all on that one.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the ground. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
To the middle. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Here's Towns. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Curry kicks to Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Harrison Barnes, double trips with points.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
13 points for Harrison Barnes. I think him and Curry are tied, actually.
Rubio outside. Here's Levine. He's covered by Thompson. Levine dishes to Jang. Draymond Green pulls it in. Warriors leading by 7. Pulls up. And another basket for Golden State.
Draymond Green.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow.
Only 3 more minutes left. And Curry's got the steal.
It's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Double foul.
No slowing him down. Just some incredible numbers for Thompson. He's got 8 points, and all the
He's
steals he's collected only
87%
add to his
free throw
impressive
shooter.
stat line.
What's up with that?
Whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has
I mean, I
been
see
a
the Warriors
disruptive
winning the
force
championship,
out on
so
the
it
floor.
doesn't really matter
Andrew Bogut
what I
checked in
think.
for the Warriors. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Bogut. Here's Curry. Plays it in off the
Curry
breakaway.
with his nice
And the
shot.
Warriors lead
He got
by
18
13.
points.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the
I really
hustle
need to change the
stats for
settings so
Warriors.
there's more time
The
to play
activity
this.
level defensively, I've
It's
really
only
been
like 4
impressed
minutes
with.
a-
There's been an attack
5
mode
minutes
on
a
the
quarter.
defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Here's Curry after the basket by Minnesota. And it's stolen by Ricky
Stolen
Rubio.
by Rubio.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Jang, a screen.
Nope.
Knocked away. But he recovers it. Count that
Oh,
one.
he recovered it.
And 11
was
points for
good.
Andrew Wiggins.
Well,
Well,
we've seen that
it's
movie a
9-point
few times,
game.
haven't we? An easy bucket.
Well, now Curry's
Well,
open, so it'll
listless
be more.
and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean,
Unless he
especially
misses.
inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
7-point
13
lead.
points for
Curry
Andrew
can get a
Wiggins.
3.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
How's that not a
Rubio
backcourt
After
violation?
the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 5
It's
points
5.
on the basket from Rubio.
They're having a good
And
run
you've
right
got
here.
to love the energy right now. They got hot
That's it.
when they absolutely had to.
And really the focus right now is to stay
I'm
hot.
gonna lose,
Not much
probably.
time left to complete this comeback, so they've got to get it done now.
And so it's Minnesota with it after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Here's Towns, and it's sent back by Bogut. Inside, here's Barnes. Slides through for his
Oh,
7th
the
basket
pump
in 11
fake.
tries. One guy who's been getting it.
Right there. Did you see that? Dang. I meant to dunk it, but I hit the wrong button. Such an amazing pass. Look, he's like, nope. I'm just going to go in for the layup.
Done so
Man.
far, Stephen Curry.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk
I
about
know
try
who
to
the
figure out how to slow him down.
Player of the game is
Minnesota
going to be
calls timeout.
Curry.
They trail by 7. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Wiggins drives in. Levine kicks to Zhang to the left wing. Rubio has the open look. No good off the front iron.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Here's Curry with the 3, and that one's
And
good.
the long 3
And
was
now it's
made
a
by Curry.
10-point Warrior lead.
Watch
was nice.
out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're behind by 10. 1:29 left in the fourth. Wiggins kicks to Zhang.
How is he not backcourt?
Pass to Towns. The jump hook.
No good.
Tries again. Got him with the pump
No
fake,
good
but
ever
couldn't
again.
finish. Curry outside. Can't
Aw.
get it to go. Good D by Rubio.
In 2017,
Timberwolves trail by
2K17, they need to like make Curry a way better
And a
shooter
wide
because he
open look
sucks
here for
in
Wiggins.
16 for
And
some
once
reason.
again off the mark by Minnesota.
He can't shoot
Golden
these
State's gone
right
into
here.
a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5
For some reason, but in real
three-pointers
life, he pulls
has
that up and
found
he'll
the
make it
bottom of the
almost
bucket.
every single
3 on
time.
3. There's 42 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way. But he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Stolen by Thompson.
All right, well, there's 29 seconds left.
Outside Curry. Again,
Bad
Curry
shot.
missing.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
And Dang
Oh,
gets it to
that
go.
was nice. And he's a center. How'd he make that? Centers normally can't shoot
Guys,
threes
we have
unless
seen
it's
that
Pau
with a lot of
Gasol
good ball
or
movement.
Well, you like the
Dirk
smooth
Nowitzki.
operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
So we
Well,
see the
I
Warriors
win.
get the win here.
What's up
Probably
with
a little
that?
Closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a
Well,
win
let's see
nonetheless.
who the real player of the game is going to be.
They need it down the stretch.
Curry or Thompson or Barnes.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the screen.
I don't care to hear from Doris Burke.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan player of the game,
Stephen Curry.
What are your thoughts, Shaq, on his game tonight?
Stephen Curry. He had 21 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. That's pretty good.
Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot.
All right, well,
he's hotter than anyone else is hot. He can be.
I'll see y'all
His mind, his
probably
shot. The only thing
Wednesday or
you can be
Thursday.
sure of is that he will beat me.
See you guys.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening.